A few floors above this family restaurant in Claremont, New Hampshire, is a storage space. It's where owner Nick Koloski has a stash that's anything but secret.
We try to keep almost one of everything.
Wheelchairs, walkers, canes, commodes, and crutches. Donated used medical assistance equipment. Nick lends it to people who need them, free of charge.
It's a magical feeling for me to say, when they're asking how much I want for it, $0. Like, it's yours, take it.
This started a couple of years ago when Nick saw a perfectly good used wheelchair ready to be tossed into the trash. Nick asked the owner if he could take it instead.
I just had this thought that has a lot of life left in it.
After posting the wheelchair on social media, someone reached out to Nick, asking if they could use it.
When you're in need of this stuff, it's usually a sudden need and you're not prepared for it. And if you're not of financial means, I can't imagine, having to chase that stuff down.
We reached out to Nick through Facebook.
Jacqueline Carrier used one of Nick's wheelchairs for more than 2 months after suffering seizures that wouldn't allow her to walk. Insurance wouldn't cover the wheelchair, which meant her family faced paying for it out of pocket.
When I was using it, I used to send him Facebook messages and thank him almost every week. What he does for everybody is amazing.
Usually we reach out to senior centers. They have a lot of donations, but it's really great to have other options since they don't always have everything we need.
Joanna Flynn of the Mount Ascutney Rehabilitation Center was looking for a rare type of walker for a patient in a similar situation to Jacqueline's.
Sounds like Nick.
A colleague suggested getting in touch with Nick Koloski.
He didn't have one at the time, but I think he reached out and then people donated what they had and it worked out perfectly. The patient was really thankful for that.
I was once told I'm a catalyst for good, and it's not always my actions. It's, people saying, hey, I have this. What should I do with it? So it's a great feeling.
Nick is no stranger to hardship, having grown up with a single mom who worked multiple jobs. Nick says there were nights he knew that his mom went without so that he didn't have to.
Simple things that you don't think of as a kid, but looking back on it, I'm fully aware of it. And that's how I was raised, do for others.
A principle much like this equipment, not to be stored away, but borrowed and used to its fullest.
Hi there, how are you?
It's another busy lunch rush at the Maplewood rest stop off I-89 in Berlin. Along with the coffee and sandwiches, some customers are receiving a neat green treat.
We never run out of them.
I often come here to get lunch. Normally I pay using my debit card, but a couple of weeks ago I used cash. And I was surprised to see in my change a couple of $2 bills and a 50-cent piece. I thought it was odd, so I posted a picture of my change on my Facebook page, and a few of my friends responded. Without saying anything, they knew exactly that I got the change here at the Maplewood, and I guess that's the point.
We give them out. It's our calling card.
The tradition of giving $2 bills and 50-cent pieces dates back to 1985, when the first Maplewood store was built here by Doug Hill.
His theory was if you get a $2 bill or a 50-cent piece, no matter where you go, they'll know where it came from, or they'll have to ask you where you got it, and that's just good advertising.
About 12 years ago, current Maplewood owner Wayne Lamberton stopped using the $2 bills and half dollars for about a month.
People were asking where the $2 bills went, so it's certainly popular with many people.
It's like an attraction for people to come here and get a $2 bill.
40, 60, 70.
David Larrabee has been collecting the unique change at Maplewood ever since the original store opened. He pays in cash just so he can get the $2 bills.
I give them to my kids. They like them.
A lot of people like to have them. We even have customers that come in and say, hey, can I get $20 worth of $2 bills from you?
Employee Kevin LeCompte believes each register hands out about 50 $2 bills a day. They're on order 3 days a week and provided by a local bank.
I think they plan for us because we've been doing it a long time, and we pick them up every day.
We should all take note of this popular stop.
Would you like a $2 bill?
Where it's proven sometimes a little change can be pretty special. In Berlin, Scott Fleishman, Channel 3 News. For the last year, a community has come out to this yard on Dunbar Street in Essex Junction to spot some skeletons.
It'd be fun to kind of look out and see what people are doing, and then see the daily walkers coming by to take pictures and the kids coming over.
Scary skeletons they are not. They've actually been known to tickle a funny bone and serve as a pick-me-up during this pandemic.
I actually had a lady that stopped by the other day, and she told me that she had just got divorced. She lost her job, and she said, I walk by here, and it just makes me laugh or smile. That's really kind of touches my heart a little bit.
Halloween is Deb Savoy's favorite holiday. So last fall, she spent the season decorating her lawn with skeletons. Every few days, she'd make a new scene using metal poles, props, and tape.
And everybody loved them. And the neighbors all said, oh, we're going to miss them. You should just put them up all the time.
So that's what she did. It started with Christmas, continued through New Year's, Valentine's Day, and even President's Day. George Washington crossing the Delaware River is one of her top creative creations.
I had the wig and everything, and I built a cardboard boat.
The neighborhood dubbed the skeletons the Dunbar Crew.
Hi, how are you?
But it was Deb's husband who had the idea for her favorite scene.
The goodbye, where they are pushing a load of boxes and two skeletons are pushing the other one into its box, ready to go.
That's right. After 4 years of living here, Deb and her husband are moving to Florida this week, and they're taking the Dunbar Crew with them.
I have a 2-year-old grandson and 2 sons and daughter-in-laws in Florida, too, that are waiting for me.
And then it just grew. I miss Deb a lot. She's a great neighbor. I mean, the bonus of the skeletons has been awesome, and she is totally authentic, truly herself.
We're going to miss it a lot.
I have met more people than the 4.5 years that I've lived here because of the skeletons.
Yeah.
Deb Savoy is leaving this neighborhood with a clean bill of health, thanks to some pretty strong bones. In Essex Junction, Scott Fleishman, Channel 3 News.